Welcome back to the Fel-Pro Field Test Garage. I'm John Gurnig. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the packaging of our sets and the completeness of those sets to make sure that you have everything you need to do the job you're working in. Let's go over to the bench and I'll show you what I mean. So I have 4 different intake manifold sets here for GM cars, and I'm going to show you the differences between the Fel-Pro sets and the OE sets and show you how the Fel-Pro sets are complete so you have everything you need to do the job you're working on. So these 2 particular sets are for the GM 5.3 liter engines, which is a very popular application. So I'm going to open up the set that you get from GM, the one that you go to the dealership and order. And if you were doing an intake manifold gasket replacement, these are the parts that you would get. All you get are these 2 gaskets here, the 2 intake manifold gaskets, that's it, nothing else. So now let me open up the Fel-Pro set and show you what you get in our set. The first thing that you see is you get a premium Perma-Dry Plus intake manifold gasket with superior sealing technology with our FKM sealing ports and a steel carrier to support those gaskets. Then the other thing that you're going to find, or other items that you're going to find in our sets that you're going to need to do the job, you're going to find a fit form, and these will have important instructions on them to tell you important items about the set or how to install the gaskets that are coming in the set. In addition to that, you're going to find some EGR gaskets and also an EGR tube gaskets. Those are important to have because those items have to come off the intake manifold when you remove it, so you're going to need to replace those gaskets. If you would have ordered the GM set, you would have been short those parts, so now you have to call the parts store, call the dealer back again, and order those parts that you need, which delays your job, costs you time and money. So now I'm going to move on to the other 2 sets for the GM 3.8 liter. So I have in front of me here 2 sets, 2 intake manifold sets for GM 3.8 liters. I have a set you'd get from the dealer and a Fel-Pro set. So I'm going to open up the set you'd get from the dealer, show you what comes in there, and basically what you're going to receive from the dealer is a couple of intake manifold end seals, a couple of side rail gaskets, and a coolant crossover gasket, and that's all you get. So now let me open up the Fel-Pro set and I'll show you the difference that you're going to see. It's a much more complete set. So one of the first things you see, we put a piece of cardboard in there to protect the gaskets that are in there during the packaging and shipping. So the first gaskets you're going to see are Perma-Dry Plus intake manifold gaskets. These are made with FKM to seal the coolant and the intake ports and a steel carrier. So you're getting a premium gasket to replace the parts that probably were leaking on that car you're working on. The next thing you're going to see is you get 2 different intake manifold end seals. So depending on the year of the application you're working on, you're going to be covered. You're going to have whatever you need to do that job. Some of the other gaskets you're going to see in the set is some RTV, because you're going to need that to seal the corners of the intake manifold end seals to the side rails. Fuel injector O-rings. When you're doing a GM 3.8, you have to remove the fuel injector rail. You're going to need to replace those O-rings. You don't find those in the OE set. We put them in the Fel-Pro set. You have them, so that way you can continue reassembling that engine. Thermostat gasket, some heater tube O-rings, a map sensor seal, another thermostat gasket, and another set of fuel injector O-rings. Depending on the year of the application you're working on, you might have the thick style O-rings or the thin style O-rings that I showed you earlier. So you can see the difference in the 2 sets, and when you order that Fel-Pro set, you're going to get everything you need to complete that job. Let me show you one more example of how the Fel-Pro sets are complete. If you look at the label that comes on every Fel-Pro set, you'll see that we put on there the application of what this gasket set will fit, and then we will list all the gaskets that are in the set. So if you open up the set, you'll see that you're going to have everything you need to do the job. You're going to have the PermaDry Plus intake manifold gaskets, as well as some EGR gaskets that you need to do the job. You compare that to the OE set, you get 2 parts. That's all you're going to find in the OE intake manifold set. So the Fel-Pro set has everything you need to do that job. Another way that you can quickly find out of what is in a Fel-Pro set is if you go to fme-cat.com. You can look up the parts, look up the set you're going to need, and if you click on that set, a picture will appear and you'll be able to see all the parts that go in that set. So if you want to see what you're going to get when you're ordering it, you'll know what you'll have. So thanks for watching. I'm John Gurnig from the Fel-Pro Field Test Garage in Skokie, Illinois. I'll see you soon.